ستوب يا ابني. شايفين القهوة وقعت عليا. أهم حاجة الثقة في النفس والقهوة بتقع عليك. Welcome to my channel again. This is Khulud from Mastering Egyptian Arabic, and in this video, as you can see, I'm out and I'm going to teach you some of the important and necessary sentences that you need when you're out. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. So now I will start by translating the sentences that were in the beginning of the video. It was like an actual situation that happened, and that is what I was like thinking when this happened. So like this is like normal regular sentences that Egyptian person can use. Stop yabni. Stop yabni. Stop is just using the English word ya ibni. This is like if I'm talking to someone, I'm like ya ibni, ya binti. Ibni is my son, Binti is my daughter. They're not actually my son or my daughter, but this is like a way of like talking to someone like very informal. That is if like that's your friend or a family member that you are like so close to. So like stop yabni. And the word yeah, this is when I'm talking to someone and I'm like calling his name or calling his title. So like you can call me Ya Khulud. Like now you're emphasizing that you are talking to me and you're calling me to grab my attention. You can say Ya Hussein, Ya Ahmed. شايفين القهوة عليا. شايفين القهوة وقعت عليا. شايفين is like I'm telling you, can you see? القهوة is the coffee. وقعت is fell. عليا is on me. So I'm like telling you, can you see? The coffee fell on me. Or I dropped it on myself. So if you're talking to a group of people, you will say شايفين. If you're talking to a boy or a man, you will say شايف. شايف. If you're talking to the feminine form, you will say شايفة. شايفة. So these are the different verbs, verb conjugations for شايفين or can you see. Like as we said before, you in English is the same for all, but in Arabic it's different. So I suggest that you can check this video that has all the forms of you in Egyptian Arabic. And the word al-ahwa itself, it's in the feminine form because like Arabic is similar to French in this part that the words, some of them are masculine and some of them are feminine. So the word al-ahwa, because it's feminine, we say wa'at, wa'at. But if I'm talking about an object which is in the masculine form, I will say wa'a, wa'a. So like book is kitab in Arabic. It's in the masculine form. So if I say the book has fell on me, I will say al-kitab wa'a alayya. Al-kitab wa'a alayya. And if I'm saying this verb in the plural form, I will say wa'a'u, wa'a'u. I can say the books fell on me. So al-kutub, al-kutub is the plural form for kitab. So al-kutub wa'a'u alayya. al-kutub wa'a'u alayya. أهم حاجة الثقة في النفس والقهوة بتقع عليك. أهم حاجة, this means the most important thing. أهم is like the most important, and حاجة is thing. So the word important itself, it's called مهم. مهم for the masculine form and مهمة for the feminine form. So here we're saying أهم حاجة, which is the most important thing. الثقة في النفس, this is self-confidence. الثقة في النفس. والقهوة بتقع عليك. The letter واو, as we said before, when it's written alone, it is the word and. But here in this sentence, it is the meaning of while. So here, والقهوة بتقع عليك. This is, I'm saying, while the coffee is falling on you. بتقع, as we said before, this is falling. عليك, this is on you. So like I'm giving an example saying أهم حاجة الثقة في النفس والقهوة بتقع عليك, which is the most important thing is being like self-confident, having self-confidence, while the coffee is falling on you. So trivia time. I thought of making a kind of an like questionnaire or an assessment for you to check if you're like studying Arabic well or not. Be ready for it. So it's a quick video. I was just explaining like things. Part of it I was explaining in English and I was saying the words in Arabic. So I'm going to remove the sound of the Arabic words and I'm going to let you guess it because I mentioned these words before in previous videos. So get ready for it and let's start. So now I will tell you all the necessary items I have in my bag. First, I'm opening the bag. Closing the bag. Okay, sunglasses. Bottle of water. محفظة. محفظة. What else? Hand cream. What else? Tissues. Keys. And of course, alcohol. And the mask. Mask. And headphones. We just say it in English, headphones. Or you can say سماعة موبايل. But we simply say it headphones. And here I will repeat this clip again with all its audio so that you can hear the Arabic words and check if you answered it correct or not. So now I will tell you all the necessary items I have in my bag. First, I'm opening the bag. بفتح الشنطة. بفتح الشنطة. Closing the bag. بقفل الشنطة. بفتح الشنطة. بقفل الشنطة. Okay. Sunglasses. نظارة شمس. نظارة شمس. شمس is sun. A bottle of water. مية. إزازة مية. محفظة. محفظة. What else? Hand cream. Cream. Eat. Cream. Eat. What else? Tissues. مناديل. مناديل. Keys. مفاتيح. مفاتيح. And of course course, alcohol, كحول, كحول. And the mask or كمامة. And headphones, we just say it in English, headphones, or you can say سماعة موبايل, but we simply say it headphone. Okay, so here I'm in a gas station, and as you can see there are a lot of shops next to it. Like most gas stations here in Cairo, you can find shops where you can buy stuff, and also there are some kind of restaurants and cafes. So we're just going to have a quick tour here. Gas station in Arabic is benzina. So I'm going to show you each of these, and I'm going to translate also the shops and what they are actually called. So let's go. Okay, so here's a quick tour around the gas station and all the shops around it. So as you can see here, there's like chicken fillet, buffalo burger, and pets. So these are like one for chicken sandwiches and whatever, one for burgers, and one for pets, food and pets accessories. So like burger in Arabic is the same because it's not an Egyptian or an Arabic food, so we say burger or hamburger. And chicken in Arabic is فراخ. So you can say I will eat chicken, أنا هاكل فراخ, or I will eat hamburger, أنا هاكل hamburger. And the pronunciation, when you are talking in Arabic, you don't say hamburger, you say hamburger, okay? You can of course say it hamburger, but I'm just telling you how Egyptians actually pronounce it, hamburger. And pets in Arabic is حيوانات أليفة. حيوانات is animals. أليفة is like domestic, so domestic animals, which is like pets. If you're asking your friend about which restaurant he would like to choose or he want to eat at, like I can ask you تحب تاكل في chicken fillet ولا في buffalo burger? Like I'm asking you, would you like to eat in chicken fillet or in buffalo burger? And this is for the masculine form. If I'm using the feminine form, if I'm talking to a girl or a woman, I'm going to ask تحبي تاكلي في chicken fillet ولا buffalo burger? تحبي تاكلي في chicken fillet ولا buffalo burger? So تحبي is the word for do you love for the feminine form. تاكلي is to eat for the feminine form. The word ولا is or. So I'm like letting you choose between this or this. I can also ask you, do you like chicken or burger? If I'm talking to the masculine form, I will say أنت بتحب الفراخ ولا البرجر? أنت بتحب الفراخ ولا البرجر? And if I'm talking to the feminine form, I will say أنتي بتحبي الفراخ ولا البرجر? أنتي بتحبي الفراخ ولا البرجر? And also I can like add, do you like this or this more? The word more is أكتر. So أنت بتحب الفراخ ولا البرجر أكتر? You can also ask which sandwich would you like to eat. If you're talking to the masculine form, تحب تاكل a new sandwich. تحب تاكل a new sandwich. تحب تاكل is you would like to eat in the question form. A new is which. A new sandwich is sandwich. For the feminine form, تحبي تاكلي a new sandwich. تحبي تاكلي a new sandwich. So we're changing تحبي تاكلي. This is for the feminine form. You can ask, do you want to order anything else with a sandwich? For the masculine form, you can ask it عايز تطلب حاجة تانية مع الساندويتش. عايز تطلب حاجة تانية مع الساندويتش. عايز is do you want. تطلب is to order. حاجة تانية. حاجة is something. تانية is else. So something else. With is مع. El sandwich is the sandwich. For the feminine form you can ask عايزة تطلبي حاجة تانية مع الساندويتش. عايزة تطلبي حاجة تانية مع الساندويتش. So we're changing عايزة and تطلبي. For answering these questions, I will start by the masculine form and then the feminine form. So if I want to say I prefer chicken than burger, for the masculine form, أنا بفضل الفراخ عن البرجر. أنا بفضل الفراخ عن البرجر. أنا is I of course. بفضل is prefer. فراخ is chicken. عن البرجر is than burger. For this sentence, and if I'm like using I and then a verb after it, so the verb doesn't change in the masculine or the feminine form. So if you are a boy or a girl and you're saying I prefer, you will say أنا بفضل. This rule is for some verbs, not for all. So this is applied to I prefer and I love. So أنا بفضل is I prefer for both genders, and I love is أنا بحب for both genders. Next sentence, if I'm saying I want to order or I want to eat, in the masculine form أنا عايز أطلب. أنا عايز أطلب. عايز is want in the masculine form, and أطلب is to order, and this word is for both genders again. So أنا عايز أطلب is I want to order, and then you add the food that you want to order. In the feminine form it's أنا عايزة أطلب. أنا عايزة أطلب. So here we're changing the verb عايزة. This is in the feminine form, and أطلب is the same. So أنا عايزة أطلب, and then you add the food. If you want to say I want to eat in the masculine form, أنا عايز آكل, and then you add the food. أنا عايز آكل. And you should guess the feminine form. أنا عايزة آكل. أنا عايزة آكل. For the verb to eat, I made a previous video about all the different conjugations with the different personal pronouns. You can check it. It is this video. It will be so helpful for you to know the different conjugation. Okay, so here let's continue the tour. This is a flower shop. It's called La Vie en Rose, which is a French sentence. So like this is the entrance. Around it there is like a lot of trees, and next to it there is a Samsung small shop or small booth where you can buy stuff about like mobiles, accessories, electronics, and etc. So let's talk about this. Like a flower shop in Arabic is محل ورد. محل ورد. محل is shop. ورد is the plural form for flowers, and just one flower is وردة. وردة. If you want to add the word one, so it is وردة واحدة. وردة واحدة. If you're saying I want to buy a flower bouquet, you will say, of course, you should know it now. أنا عايز أشتري bouquet ورد. أنا عايز is for the masculine form. أنا عايز أشتري. أشتري is to buy for both genders. Bouquet ورد is flower bouquet. Bouquet is just like the French word, so we're using it. So أنا عايزة أشتري bouquet ورد is the feminine form. If you're saying I will buy a flower bouquet, so it will be أنا هشتري bouquet ورد. أنا هشتري bouquet ورد, which is for both genders. Around the shop there are flowers and plants, so I can say this sentence, which is حوالين المحل في زرع ورد كتير. حوالين المحل في زرع وورد كتير. حوالين is around. المحل which is the shop. في زرع which is في is there is. زرع is plants. وورد is and flowers. كتير is a lot. So حوالين المحل في ورد وزرع كتير. Okay, so now we're continuing the tour, and that is the left side. So as you can see here, the right side where we were just at, the flower shop and all the restaurants, the chicken and burger restaurants, and here in the middle, the gas station, and here the left side that I'm going to show you. And this part is the cafe where I started the video at, the cafe that we were just drinking coffee and having breakfast at. When I'm talking about breakfast, I told you before that breakfast in Arabic is fitor, fitor. And if I'm saying I want to have breakfast, which is, you should know it again, I want, أنا عايز أفطر. This is for the masculine form. And for the feminine form, أنا عايزة أفطر. After is we're using the word breakfast in the verb form, which is to have breakfast. So أفطر, أفطر. If you're saying I will have breakfast now, it's أنا هفطر دلوقتي. أنا هفطر دلوقتي. So دلوقتي is now. أنا هفطر دلوقتي. Here I went with my aunt and her daughter to have breakfast. So if I'm saying this in Egyptian Arabic, I will say أنا رحت أفطر مع خالتي وبنتها. أنا رحت أفطر مع خالتي وبنتها. أنا رحت is I went, and this is for both genders. أنا رحت أفطر is to have breakfast. مع is with. خالتي is my aunt. وبنتها, which is and her daughter. So أنا رحت أفطر مع خالتي وبنتها. For family members in Egyptian Arabic, you have to check this video. I stated all family members and how we say it in Egyptian Arabic. Here in this picture, you see this red booth. Red in Arabic is أحمر, and you can check this video for colors in Egyptian Arabic. Booth in Arabic is كشك. So this is red booth, كشك أحمر, كشك أحمر. This is like a small shop which sells, it's called batatas and zalabia, which sells a lot of different snacks. Batatas is, we said it before, potatoes. And zalabia is like an Arabic Oriental kind of snack. It's like this one in the picture. And it sells different kind of snacks as well. Here I will show you the rest of the shops. First you have this green sign. It's written on it دخول فقط, دخول فقط, which is entrance only. دخول is entrance, فقط is only. This is like in standard Arabic. دخول فقط. Here it's a shop called El Container. El, we're just like adding a part which is Arabic to an English word. So container is just an English word, and we added El Container, which is like the container, but we're adding the two languages together. So this like, it sells food, ice cream, and juice. So it's like a lot of different things you can choose from the menu and eat whatever you want. Juice in Arabic, for the singular form, عصير, عصير, and in plural form it is عصاير, عصاير. For ice cream, you can use the same word ice cream, or you can pronounce it as ice cream, ice cream. And or you can say it as gelati, gelati, gelati. And here the purple and white booth, it's a telecom company called We. So this is like if you want anything about like your SIM card, if you're like with them. And here I will show you a sushi restaurant. As we said before, sushi is not an Arabic or an Egyptian shop, so we just say it in the English form, sushi, which is like mahel sushi. This is a sushi shop, mahel sushi, or sushi restaurant, so it is matam sushi, matam sushi. The booth on the right next to it, Sobia el-Rahmani. El-Rahmani is an Egyptian name, and Sobia is like an Oriental Egyptian juice. So it sells mainly Sobia and a lot of other kind of Oriental or just regular juice. So this one just made for juice. This next one, the yellow booth, fitira bong. So fitira is an Arabic word which means a pie. Bon is like good in French. So this is like we're adding two languages together, like just to give it like a funky name. So in this shop you can find a lot of different types of pies, either sweet or savory. Okay, and this small truck ice roll, from its name it sells ice cream, all different types. And here New York Pizza, of course, sells pizza. And as we mentioned before, if the type of food is not Arabic, we say it in its original name. So this is pizza. As you can see here, all of these shops are like empty because it is like I was there in the early morning, so no one's like going to eat sushi as breakfast. So and some of them are like actually closed, shut down during the corona virus pandemic situation. They stopped working. Some are still working, as you can see, but some are like completely shut down. Here I was going back home. Going back home, if you are talking as a masculine form, أنا راجع البيت. أنا راجع البيت. And for the feminine form, أنا راجعة البيت. أنا راجعة البيت. For the plural form, إحنا راجعين البيت. إحنا راجعين البيت. There is an expression that we widely use, which is if I'm saying I'm going back home, I simply say for the masculine form, أنا مروح. أنا مروح. And for the feminine form, أنا مروحة. أنا مروحة. Plural form, إحنا مروحين. إحنا مروحين. And if you want to ask if you already went home or not yet, so for the masculine form, you can ask روحت. روحت. And if you're asking a girl or a woman, you can ask her روحتي. روحتي. هنا احنا نازلين الجراج علشان نركن العربية. هنا احنا نازلين الجراج عشان نركن العربية. Here we're going down to the garage to park the car. هنا, which is here, احنا نازلين is we are going down. الجراج, the garage, عشان because نركن park العربية the car. هنا احنا نازلين الجراج عشان نركن العربية. So now we're done. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like it and share it with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed already, make sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.